is that I really don't care what you think is cool. All I care about is what has worked in other markets on YouTube when it comes to real estate. And most real estate agents are making content they want to make, not content their clients are searching for. That one mistake is killing your channel, and I see it every single day. Agents with talent, with personality, with great listings, going absolutely nowhere on YouTube because they refuse to make content people are actually searching for. The YouTube real estate strategy I walked Tom Ferry through fixes that from day one. It starts with knowing exactly what your buyers are already searching for, building your content around those searches, and then distributing it everywhere so you become impossible to ignore. And it works in any market. Whether you're in a city of 17,000 people or Beverly Hills, I have proven it both ways. This is the system.
I have a YouTube expert who also is a killer Tom Ferry coach and speaker and trainer, does a whole bunch of stuff. His name is Chua. We're going to unpack today the guidelines, the principles, the strategies, the things to avoid, what do I do if I'm not camera ready? What do I do if I'm like camera shy? We're going to try and unpack every one of those answers. So I'm pumped that I have you today because I think every person listening, whether they are fearful or not, they understand the power of the number 2 search engine on the planet, YouTube. So Aaron, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Tom. I love being here. Thank you for bringing me on.
Yeah.
By the way, it's the number 1 search engine for home buyers.
What does it mean when I say Aaron Chua is a YouTube expert? What does that mean? Who gave you the before we get into the stuff?
I have about 4 or 5 channels that I've built on my own, but 2 main channels that have just over 200,000 subscribers between those 2. I've got about a half dozen clients making over $1 million a year in GCI directly from their YouTube, maybe another dozen at about 500,000. Some of the biggest trainers in the world. I took Evan Carmichael's courses. They're $15,000 a month. Luckily, I had a great client that was willing to do those courses with me. So we did that for an entire year. I've done all of Sean Cannell's Think Media's courses. I've written 3 books on YouTube. The first one's getting released in 3 weeks, and it's crazy simple YouTube. You'll see that, and it's beginners, intermediate, advanced. So I wouldn't say that I am the world's foremost expert on YouTube, but I would tell you that I think I'm very well versed on YouTube for real estate and YouTube for generating deal flow. Most of those experts are about monetization, and we don't care about monetization. I don't care how much your YouTube pays you. I care about how many deals we create from it.
Why don't we just start with what in your mind are some of the most common mistakes that people are making when they get into YouTube and start to create content and start putting themselves out there?
Yeah, I think the biggest mistake that I see is agents make content that they want to make and not content that their clients are searching for. So if you were to just think to yourself, what are the questions that my clients are asking me on a regular basis? And we made content that answered those questions, where the SEO on that content was the question itself. This is the questions in the title, the questions in the description. And then I go and I answer those questions. I become the expert in my market. What I see is I would never watch a 15-minute video, so I'm not making 15-minute videos. What I see is I'm going to do this because I've never seen this done and I think it's going to be cool. And what I try to explain to them is that I really don't care what you think is cool. All I care about is what has worked in other markets on YouTube when it comes to real estate. And how do we R&D that for your market? And then once you're famous, we can make stuff that's cool as long as we're making stuff that people are finding as well.
So a lot of people are going to immediately ask, and I'll just banter back and forth with you, is, okay, you're right. I should have obviously create content that is interesting for people but where do I find that? Like, where do I go to actually understand? What do I do?
Great question. And by the way, I give this exact set of instructions to every client, and some clients will do it on day 1 and some clients will take 4 years to do it. So it's make a list of all of the YouTubers that are in our genre, not necessarily in your market, but they can be in your market. Go to their channel, go to videos, go to most popular, and then create a list. I would use AI. I would use Gemini. Gemini is the only AI that can read YouTube and get all the APIs from YouTube. And I'd make a list of all of their top 20 videos. And then I would correlate between those 5 or 10 people, like which videos did they all do and they all became their most popular. The first time I ever made a video for coaching, What do you think I did? I went to Tom Ferry, most popular, and R&D'd your top 5 videos. I would be stupid not to. And when they do that, now they have a beautiful database of the top videos, and then they can go into AI and improve them.
So just to clarify, I should do a search for real estate agents on YouTube and maybe even go to Grok or Perplexity or Gemini and just say, who are the most popular real estate professionals on YouTube that aren't television celebrities? What are your thoughts on Answer the Public?
So I would probably, once I had those, now I'm going to go into Answer the Public and I'm going to take my keywords and say, okay, what are the other keywords that people are searching for based on these keywords? Every time I shoot a video, where most real estate agents miss is they go and shoot a video and then they try to tie that video into specific search criteria like keywords and such. Where famous YouTubers do is they're like, these are the top 3 keywords that I want to dominate. I'm going to make a video about these 3 keywords. I'm going to say this keyword in the first 30 seconds. I'm going to say it 3 or 4 times during the video. I'm going to put it 7 to 8 times in my description. I'm going to upload the video. It's going to be named this keyword. I'm going to create a playlist around this keyword. So they're designing content that people are searching for. Most agents are designing content and then trying to fit it into a search.
Yep.
Just by creating, and now you don't need to do 5 anymore because you probably hit the TAM. You probably hit your total addressable market on YouTube. So you can come back to 3. And that's what I see these big channels do is they start cutting back because their growth has started to limit. They don't need to do 5 anymore. For me, it's just shoot and post. And then once you're doing that and you're steady and you've built this neural pathway, now it's, how do I get better? Study the analytics. How many impressions did this video get? What's my click-through ratio on this video? What's my average viewer duration? Where most people make mistakes is they're trying to perfect all of this off the beginning and they end up doing nothing. My team, I'm like, give me 1 a week for the next 4 weeks and then we'll work on the next thing.
All right, I'm going to ask you the most important question for my listener right now, because you and I can go on tangential points about all things YouTube because we've just been doing it forever and we're obsessed with it. So I'm your new coaching client. And you said, I have a list of things that I ask all my clients to do. Give me the list. So
first and foremost is we have to shoot. Could we R&D like we talked about the best channels? Yes. But the reality is we know what the number one thing that's being searched in their market is without us R&Ding it. The number one search is buyers. We know for a fact that YouTube's the number one search engine for home buyers. We know that property tours are the number one thing searched in every market. So every single person that comes to me, originally, I'm like, I need you doing a minimum of 1 15-minute property tour a week, period. I don't care if it's with your phone. I don't care if you do any editing. I don't care what you do, but you're going to start here with 1 15-minute property tour a week. We're going to build your channel and consistency. YouTube wants to see us do 10 to 15 videos consistently before the algorithm trusts us. So once I've gotten you there, we're going to start adapting. We're going to start doing, show me that you know me, show me that you're the expert. We're going to start doing podcasts if you want. We're going to analyze the videos that you've done and talk about how you do a hook and how you do a good lead magnet or a good value bomb. But right now, if we try to cover all that, you're going to do nothing once again.
Put in the reps.
Yep, put in the reps.
Put in the reps.
And then start seeing the results. I have a client that's been with me for 45 days, an amazing client. He was with Patrick for years. I changed his whole strategy. He went from, 3,000 to 10,000 in 45 days. Yeah. He went from 1 lead a month to 4 or 5 leads a week now in 45 days.
YouTube is the number one search for home buyers. Can you give me, who's the citing on that? Is that YouTube telling us that?
Yeah, YouTube, what they say is YouTube's the most popular search engine among 51% of home purchases. So half of your buyers are already there, according to YouTube. Property tours are not the number one conversion video. So there's why most people, I'm not converting what I'd like. Yeah, but we're getting people to the channel. And then once we get them there, we're going to show them how amazing you are and what an expert you are. And those are going to convert. So they're going to come here, watch this other video and convert. Exactly.
Okay. So let's assume step 1, I'm now doing property tours. What's step 2?
Step 2 is when we start analyzing our competitors. And when I say competitors, I would tell you people that you think are like you, people that are in similar markets, they have a similar style. You don't have to go and there are some crazy real estate YouTubers out there. You don't have to duplicate, like you said, Josh Allman or Ryan Serhant, people that you could see, like I could see myself doing that. And I like that. Then I'm going to start implementing those. And I'm going to take you from 1 video a week to 2 videos a week, right? And then from 2 videos a week to 3 videos a week. And the numbers are pretty simple. At 1 video a week with decent over 10-minute videos, I'm going to grow. You're going to grow somewhere between 5 and 8,000 in that first year. With 2 videos a week, we're going to be at 15 to 20,000. And with 3, we could go as high as 30,000. So we're going to see your growth happen based on your quantity.
If they do the video a week, what is the ideal distribution plan in 2026?
Awesome. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit, Elite, right? We talked about omnipresence. Once again, we have to let perfection go. We do our video a week. I'm going to take that video. That video is going to likely go on LinkedIn. That video is going to likely go on my Facebook business page, not on my personal page, my business page. Then I'm going to take that video into opus.pro or Submagic, and it's going to create 20 or 30 shorts for me. And it's going to rate them from 99 to 80. Anything that's over 90, that video is going to go out as a short. It's going to go out as a TikTok. It's going to go out as a reel. It's going to go out as a reel on Facebook. I may even post it as a thread. I may even post it on X. So it's going to go to all of these places. And I'm going to use one software, Social Pilot or HubSpot. I'm going to put it up once. I'm going to hit all of those, and it's going to go to everyone. I don't have to go out and do this separately, and it's going to become omnipresent. So if we do that, let's say we end up with 15 pieces of content. We'll put it on our blog. We'll do a full blog on it, SEO, right? Now we have 15 pieces of content for every video. And now we have 1,500 pieces of content a year, and we have complete omnipresence. Everybody's saying, I see you everywhere. I would cut it into little chunks and into a square for my Google business profile.
Okay. So similar to like TikTok and Reels and et cetera.
Exactly. 100%. But for me, it would be probably a GIF that links back to my blog post.
All right.
Exactly. Look, every market's going to be a little bit different. So,
New York City is going to be different from someplace in Montana. 100%.
Yeah, I have a client that's in Anacortes, Washington, Leah Courage, and there's 17,000 people in her city. So we do something really good there. She gets 20 leads, right? If I have a client that's in Beverly Hills, we do something good there. We get nothing sometimes, right? There's a lot of competition. I would tell you that historically what we see, when they're doing it properly and we have good SEO, good impressions, good thumbnails, which we work through with them, they're going to see significant results in 3 to 6 months, depending on their quantity. So I thought, okay, it's one shoot a day. We shoot 12 videos and we have 12 months of search traffic. Like how do we just leverage this the exact same way that we've always done with coaching, just doing it over here?
So we got the first 2 steps. What's step 3? How do I go from, or should I go from one long form video a week? And it's just to clarify, property tours are separate from or the same as my one video a week?
Same as. So
if we're doing even just a property tour a week, can you do one house on a property tour? Can you do 2 houses on a property tour? Can you do 5 houses on a property tour for that one video for the week?
Yeah, you can do as many properties as you want. And there's some advantage to saying the top 5 properties in our market. People love lists.
Thank you.
But I would tell you it's one. I'll show you an agent that's at 150,000 subscribers, and she's a core client, by the way. And she just did a 20-minute video on a 600 square foot cabin in Big Bear. So here's the magic, and let's make sure we're talking about it properly. When I say long form, you guys, it's over 10 minutes, period. Like it's over. If we shoot a 3-minute video and we have to have that to get our release for that week, that's more important. We don't want to miss a week. The algorithm will punish us, and it's better to have a 3-minute than nothing. But we'll see a 250% jump in the algorithm for that specific video by getting over 10 minutes. So at 8 minutes, they do in-stream ads. They give you a little dip. At 10 minutes, I can show you, we had an AI analyze 10 million videos, and it just goes all the way up like this until you get to 18 minutes, and then it starts cruising back down. Every TED Talk, 18 minutes. There's a reason for this.
What are the 3 to 5 little hacks that take my content and make it sing? Thumbnail, keyword search. Talk to me about some of that stuff.
So once again, we've analyzed all these videos that we know are working, starting with property tours, and then we've gone into Answer the Public and put those keywords in. Preferably gone into TubeBuddy, put the keywords into TubeBuddy. When I'm in SEO Studio and TubeBuddy, it's telling me exactly how many searches per month. It's telling me exactly what my weighted competition is. It's telling me exactly what my optimization strength is. I'm literally in TubeBuddy 20 times a day with clients.
I love it.
Reviewing keywords.
I love it. So smart. Okay. So deciding on my keywords, what's step 2? What's the other hack that I need to think about?
So now we've gotten, okay, people are going to be shown our video. It's going to give us impressions. And the next most important thing is going to be our thumbnail. So if it's a property tour, it's the most beautiful image of the property that you can possibly have. If it's an amazing kitchen or view or the front of the property, this is not the MLS. It is AI edited. I want a beautiful sky. If the grass is brown, I want the grass green. There's nothing stopping us from making this perfect, and the price. If you like being on videos, it's you and your face with some emotion. We know that your face with emotion is going to give us more, right? That kind of stuff. that, and then we're going to track that. So now we've got impressions, and now we're seeing what our click-through ratio is. YouTube's going to show us, and we're shooting for above 5% on everything, which is difficult. So we're going to maybe make 1 or 2 thumbnails. And then once that thumbnail's out and the video, we're seeing what's happening with impressions and click-throughs, we're going to do some split A/B testing on them, say which thumbnail is working the best. So now we've had an impression and we've had a thumbnail and we've gotten them to click. Now I'd say the most important thing from there is a strong opening and hook. You don't start by saying, welcome everybody, I'm Aaron Chua with Banana Real Estate. You start with, oh my God, you're not going to believe the kitchen on this property. When I get to the kitchen, if you're a cook or an at-home chef, this is going to blow you away.
And then boom.
Then you can give 8 seconds of intro, but no more, so we don't lose them. Right? And then go into the tour, or go into whatever you're talking about. And then stage that. Here's the content, and then here's the value bomb, and then here's your CTA.
Aaron, being mindful of time, we talked about a lot of stuff. You are such a wealth of knowledge for people. Is there a YouTube channel that they should go to if they wanted to watch and observe your trainings and your insights more because they just want to go deeper?
I don't have a specific YouTube channel. There's a lot of this on my personal YouTube channel, which is at @coach, right? But I also do a lot of motivation. I post a lot of your content. I post a lot of, I post everybody's content that I find value in, and I give commentary on it. We're going to be doing a lot more YouTube on that because the new book's coming out. So we have to.
At DOT Coach.
At GOT. So youtube.com/GOT Coach, got coach. So we're at GOT Coach. Look here's the reality for everybody. The bar is low, right? It's embarrassingly low.
And there's so much room for the next person in every marketplace to elevate.
And most real estate agents, they start YouTube channels and then they don't post for 6 months. I've got a great agent in Jasper, Alabama. He had his average sales price was $150. We found a market about 45 minutes from him. There was 1.5 million on a lake. We attacked it with YouTube, and he's the number 2 agent in that market now. The number 1 agent's doing YouTube. So we analyzed the channel. I'm like, we don't have to worry about it. He has no SEO. He's got no thumbnails. He was gonna shoot videos for 6 months and peter and die. He's just gone. Right. And the market's wide open for everybody. And you don't have to be Spielberg. You just have to be consistent. I have clients that try to be really polished on YouTube and they get nowhere. Let's just go out there and be yourself. Drop the phone and pick it up laughing and then post it. Literally, when you do that, people are going to be attracted to you, and you're going to be shocked because you're going to go to your next YouTube appointment and they're going to run out of the house and hug you. People you've never met.
All right, Aaron, I'll see you. I think I'm going to see you in 2 weeks. Appreciate you always. Love you, brother. Keep kicking ass and keep making it for all the clients. And I'll see you soon.
Love you, brother. Thanks.